Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why these songs of happy cheer? What great brightness did you see? What glad tidings did you hear? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
We're here tonight to launch this capital project. And the foundation's purpose and belief is that by investing into the school, by investing into capital projects like this in a very professional and systematic way, we will create more opportunities. We'll draw more students to the school. Okay? We'll help invest in the infrastructure, which will help reduce operating budgets and ultimately provide more resources so that we can continue, and the teachers here and the volunteers here continue their very important mission about educating and training students for the future. Really, I think the name says everything. Gateway to Our Future talks about a physical project that we're planning to build as a capital campaign. But if you think about it, it also represents the students that are here, because I think we all can agree that they're clearly the gateway to our future. And the impact that this school has made, certainly on my children, and a lot of you that have gone to school here, and now your children, is impactful. This is important work. The school board is there to run the school, to deal with administrative things, to deal with accreditation, to deal with HR issues, to deal with operations, and all of those other things. And time-tested formula for any nonprofit organization is there is a board that runs the administrative things, and then there's a foundation board on this side. And really the role of the foundation board, which is separate but sanctioned by the school board, we're here at their request and under their guidance and leadership, is really to take vision for the future and turn it into reality. Our job is to help create the things that are going to be the gateway for the future of the school.
Talk about history. I looked today at my mother-in-law. Now, I'm not saying she's old. I'm not saying she has a lot of history to her. But she was a graduate of the first class in 1950 at this place. And she and her 13 brothers and sisters all went through this place, as well as all their kids, and now we got grandkids here. She talks about this orange bus called the Rattle Trap, and she talked about the school facilities. Now, we're thinking of building some facilities here. And she said these were the real pioneer days, because the second year she was here, they had a building, but there was no doors, no windows, and the lights were temporary, and they were strung along in the various classrooms. And I know there's somebody here that might remember that. And there's one bulb in each of the hall rooms. She said it was much bigger than the candles of the year before. And there was no inside plumbing. There was a faucet outside by a tree. Now, we have plumbing nowadays. I've plumbed a lot of things at this place, and we have lights and things like that, but it didn't happen just overnight. It happened because people invested in this place. And it's wonderful because I have been blessed indeed by other persons who invested in my future, whether they knew me or not. And it's wonderful because I too have been given opportunity and privilege, responsibility of now investing in the future ahead. It's wonderful to be a part of a gateway for their futures, and it's wonderful because I have 4 grandsons. 2 will be here hopefully within a month, who hopefully will one day benefit from the investment that we make into their lives and into their lives as well. So I just want to thank you for considering the noble task of investing into the lives of others, even lives you don't know. Because one may never know what possibilities one of these young men or these young women may become.
I remember in the 7th grade when the whole school gathered together in the ad building hallway for chapel. All the grades, 6th through seniors, lined the walls of the hallways and spent half the day praying together and worshiping the Lord. Classes mixed, and students of all grade levels sat next to each other and prayed with one another. This emotional day showed me that Western wasn't just another school with monotonous days. That day was a milestone in my faith and somewhat kicked off my passion to serve God along with other people at my school. As a senior, I look back fondly on my life at Western. It has formed who I am today and who I will be in the future. After hearing about this new project, my first reaction was, what? How could they do that the year after I leave? I won't even get to enjoy it. But then I thought, I can't think like that. The students in the future will benefit from it, and that's what matters. Like the hallway chapel impacted me, this is one of the first steps to a major remodel at this school. I guess what I'm trying to say is that this new project is somewhat like my faith. Western started out as a small school and slowly has grown and made its mark on the map. Like my faith, it will continue to grow and do great things through the Lord. Well, whether you look at Western as your family, your circle of friends, a community, or just a school, please know that this is just the beginning of something immense happening at a great place.
Well, I get to share the technical side of the project, and I get excited about the bricks and sticks of a project. We've divided the project into two separate pieces. One's the entrance to the property, and one's the entrance to the building. And one thing about the entrance to the building is we really wanted to portray, as you come to the project, there's something valuable beyond, I guess that's Wallace Road still out there, beyond Wallace Road and what you see there, beyond these walls, there's something valuable. And let's go in and let's see, because I can tell you my family, before our boys were here, we drove around the building once and we left and we went home and we didn't come back for 2 years. And then we went in the front doors of the building and we were hooked because of the people. One of the things we wanted to do is right along here where the road is, we all know that bank slopes up as you head south down the road. And you can't see the school at all until you're by it or your passenger's looking back over the right shoulder. So one thing we want to do is cut that back and lay this grade back so the sign can be seen and they can see the school building and the church building earlier as they head south on Wallace Road. The other thing to do is to add some lighting at the entrance here, signage around both sides of the wall so you can see the signage as you're going north and signage as you come south on the road also. So here is the proposed new front entry, and as you can see, this is actually the second rendition of our thoughts. Originally we had kind of a hip roof, so you saw mostly roofing as the hip went up, and we went to more of a single slope roof, and you can see the exposed timbers, and this really comes out and covers the sidewalk the way it is now. But lots of light, lots of windows, and one thing with this project that we're trying to incorporate in funding dependent is also whatever window systems we put in here, which we hope to be like the new library building, that we also upgrade the building's windows and really try to help the heating and some of the heating loss that we have now through the existing windows, and also get the look to match at a minimum across the front. So here's a floor plan of the lobby, and in this lobby we wanted to provide enough space so there could be some waiting if kids are waiting for their parents to get picked up, or if there's just before school or something, if kids wanted to hang out in there, and provide plenty of light, enough light that lets light back into these existing windows. I think a couple of them are blocked off right now. And the other thing that it does is it provides an airlock, so when these doors are open and the doors down the hallway are open, it's not a wind tunnel through the building sucking all the heat out. So that will provide a little bit of a vapor lock system in that vestibule there also. The front entry into the property, we're thinking is gonna be somewhere around $100,000 area. The building itself, this piece here will be 2 to 250, and we figure the windows are gonna be another, for the rest of the building, be another 50. So we're aiming at about a $400,000 budget for this project is what we're aiming for. And schedule-wise, we've been pretty aggressive with our goals on the foundation board. So one of the things we've set as a target is potentially having this complete by the time school starts next year, Lord willing.
One of the things that we want to do, and Dave and I both on this project have a lot of experience doing projects like this, and one of the things we want to make sure we do is meet everybody's expectations. And what we don't want to do is create a project and then set the expectations too low and then not have the money to finish it. So you can be assured that we are going to pay very close attention to make sure that we can deliver on our promises and deliver what we say. I guess to just communicate in my words and my thoughts why I'm so much behind this project is, I guess maybe those of you, and there's a bunch of you here that participated in building the library, and I can tell you it had a major impact seeing that new building, seeing the light, seeing that there's hope, that there's, I mean, it's future, it's progress. It really helped in our thinking to bring our 3 children here. So I think that little example shows you the impact that this is going to have, because this project here will have the same impact on other families that aren't here yet. And I really believe it communicates what's happening behind the walls, like Dave was saying. This is just the start, okay? Another meaning for this gateway thing is the library was a big project, okay? We felt with launching this foundation we needed an appropriately sized project that we could be successful in. And we just felt this is the right one that really plants a seed to grow and build here. So this is the start, and thank you very much.